The issues that break marriages that people talk about are mostly cheating, financial betrayal, and toxic relationships. But here's one thing people, especially men, rarely talk about openly: the quiet loneliness of a husband who no longer shares his wins with his wife. He used to rush through the door with his good news until her reaction taught him to keep it to himself. But don't get me wrong, she never said stop telling me anything, but her silence said everything. Celebrating alone in a relationship or in a marriage when your partner is right next to you is just tragic. My sisters, let's not get defensive. This is not a woman are bad conversation. Not at all. Look here, nobody is awful in these situations. People are just tired, disconnected, pulled in different directions. When a husband starts a new chapter of his life, maybe a new business, or he went back to school, a ministry, or a risky career shift, something his family doesn't really understand or accept, and they just tolerated it, never really believed in it. And these are the same people you're trying to improve yourself for their sake. That hurtful energy people give when they think your dream is unserious. Okay, we are watching. Hope this thing works. Please, don't just waste money. At your age, no excitement, no support at all, no curiosity, just caution. Listen, a man can survive criticism from the world, but the silence, lack of support and understanding from his own home, that hits differently. He keeps going anyway, quietly, silently. Then one good day, something happens. Someone important notices his work, his contribution. He gets recognition, an opportunity, an award, a compliment from someone he respects. For the first time in a long time, he feels seen. Finally, someone sees me. After replaying the moment in his head a gazillion times, he cannot wait to tell his wife, but decides against it, because he already knows how the conversation might go. That's nice. Okay. So how much did they pay you? Hope this one will finally become stable. Anyway, did you buy diapers? That's savage. Oh my God. Please don't wake the baby. Of course, the excitement dies even before it leaves the jaws of his mouth. I heard that in Spartacus. Jaws of his mouth. I just wanted to add that. Now Mr. Husband says nothing. Something in him, something emotional just shifted. He starts keeping parts of himself inside. Let me also add that people underestimate how partners slowly become roommates. It's usually not one massive betrayal. Most times it is years of, I don't really think you care when I speak. I don't feel heard. I don't matter. I'm unseen. I know some wives are listening right now and are feeling attacked. But a lot of women are not intentionally dismissive. Majority of the time, they are overwhelmed too. They are carrying children, mental load, exhaustion, resentment, unmet needs. And sometimes the husband's new dream already scared wifey financially. Probably that's why she's anxious and cannot relax enough to celebrate you yet. Maybe what is excitement to you translates to risk to your partner. When you say, they noticed my work, she translates, please don't let this fail and destroy us. You know, we women really worry a lot about financial security in our homes. That whole conversation already between you two, that conversation is already misunderstood. Now husband feels unseen, wife feels unsafe. Nobody here is technically the bad guy. But the emotional distance, the disconnect keeps growing. Guys, emotional homelessness is real. They stop bringing home their joy, their fears, their ideas, their insecurities. Every answer becomes a phrase. I'm fine. It's okay. It's nothing. Because along the line they have learned that this place does not hold my emotions gently. And women experience this too, by the way. Many wives also stop sharing because they feel judged, ignored, disconnected. This conversation is bigger than gender. It's bigger than gender. It's about what happens when somebody no longer feels emotionally seen. Sometimes all people want is just witnessing. There's a difference. You may not understand your partner's passion, but you can still honor their excitement. You can simply say something like, I can see that this means a lot to you. You seem happy today. I'm proud you kept going. I can see this means a lot to you. Do you know how healing that is? Especially for someone who has been doubted for a long time. Tiny moments of acknowledgement can help some people survive whatever it is they are going through. One sentence can water a person for months. Now to our husbands. You want your dreams celebrated when you never invited your wives into. That is emotionally. You disappeared into your new world and you are consumed by it. You stopped explaining your vision gently. You stopped reassuring her. And then one day, you suddenly want an applause. How? Explain it to me. I'll wait. You want applause from someone who has been scared the whole time. Both people need translation. Maybe the husband needs to acknowledge and also say something like, I know this journey has been hard on you too. And maybe wifey can say something like, I can see how hard you tried. In the depth of relationship tension, there is usually a partner who is asking, am I in this alone? It happens all the time. It really hurts for a person to shrink his or her joy each time before he or she gets home. And this is not because your partner is a monster. Being underwhelmed by the person you love and care about can strangely feel heartbreaking, especially when everyone on the outside doubts you. Our warmth, our presence, our support is worth much more than solutions or analysis. If you are the husband in this situation, I just want you to know that you're not being too sensitive and you're not being crazy for feeling hurt. That quiet disappointment you feel is real. If you're the wife hearing this and realizing that maybe I have done this before, or maybe I'm still doing this, you're not cruel either. You are just exhausted or operating in fear of the future. Your confidence is shaken. But awareness matters. Our actions speak louder than grand speeches. I heard this somewhere that a person who feels emotionally welcomed will keep returning, and a person who feels emotionally dismissed will slowly become private. And privacy inside a marriage can become loneliness really, really fast. Maybe tonight somebody needs to ask their partner, what have you stopped telling me? What have I made you stop telling me? Listen, that question alone can change and improve something. The goal is not to become this perfect couple, but just a safe place for each other again. That's all. So guys, what do you think? Drop your comments below, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.